Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. How to deal with difficult situations. Day 951 of our little What's She Up To Now. I'm documenting the journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world over a quarter century in corporate America, lots of different businesses, lots of different lessons learned in at least 27 different businesses and industries throughout my corporate career. Now, I am no longer a spring chicken, as I was reminded in our idiom today that no spring chicken, hit 60 right before COVID hit, and I'm super proud and glad of that. Tomorrow, actually not tomorrow, Monday is actually the 10th anniversary of my death day, so I'm super stoked about that. Most people that have a sudden cardiac arrest don't live 3 to 6 years if they survive the event in the first place, much less 10. So I am super happy and super excited every day just to be here, hanging out, talking, and sharing what's working, what's not working, and what I've learned. Because as a non-spring chicken, that means I've got lots of experience. And lots of experience means I can shortcut and save other people tons of agony and distress and mistakes and crap that I put up with and did that I never should have done. And if I can just save one person from making one mistake that I've made, that means that I'm doing what I'm here to do. So today we are talking about how to handle different situations in the Set Up for Success. For September, I kind of wanted to take a break from the Get Up and Go challenge. I've done it, this will be 3 or 4 times already this year. Since COVID hit, I started doing a challenge. And I think the first one was maybe 10 days, the second, and then the next one was 30, then 40, then 30 days. We just finished in the month of August. The whole month of August, we did a 30-day Get Up and Go challenge. And I want to do another one, but it didn't end, since it went a couple of days over, it didn't end the 1st of September, so I didn't want to hop right into another challenge. And I want to go back, and I actually want to look at some of the videos I did before in the other challenges, because I'd like to say I remember everything I did, but with my visual challenges, which I have many visual challenges here, it's not feasible for me to even go back and look at my notes. And what I wrote down in my notes, some days I say all this stuff on my notes, but I really can't see them, so I just write them down for the practice of inputting into my memory and being more apt to remember the things I want to say about a particular topic than if I didn't write them down. But I can't read them, so it's kind of silly. I probably need to get one of those giant and just find a way to blow it up and put it on my big screen TV so it's behind me, but I haven't gotten to it. I haven't come to terms 100% with that. My vision sucks and I need to do more and more things about it. And I'm adding things and strategies a little bit at a time, but I haven't gone full-fledged into everything has to be read to me, because I am a very direct person, and the thought of having everything on the computer screen read to me and then trying to figure out how to deal with it from that is super duper annoying to me. It's like having a conversation with my ex-husband. I want him to get to the point. I don't want him to tell me the origin of his thought process and the story and all the things that happened leading up to it. And then finally, after 15 minutes, he'll say the thing that he really wanted to say in the first place is, hey, I want you to do this. But instead of telling me, hey, could you do this, or asking me, hey, can you do this, it's the 15-minute lecture, or sometimes longer, that comes in front of that before getting to the point. And that's just his style of communication, which is awesome. It works for him and his relationships now, but it totally didn't work for me. So handling difficult situations, just like handling difficult people, requires that we be open and flexible and know what we want, know where we are, and be willing to consider alternatives and compromise, and asking ourselves, is this really the right situation? Is this really the right relationship? Is this really the right person that I should be interacting with at all, much less on this particular topic? So went through the process of how to handle difficult situations. I would invite you to hop onto the Get Up and Go challenge page and listen to how to handle difficult situations. It's like 28 minutes long. I hope I didn't promise 10 minutes or less for the setup to success topics, because I think yesterday was probably 15 or 12 minutes too. So I don't want people thinking, hey, I'm just going to talk for 10 minutes, and then it turns out being 28. Now, handling difficult situations, that is probably something many of us could write a book on. I guarantee just the number of examples I found of difficult situations when I brainstormed for 10 seconds was big challenges and situations. And we're all living that right now, right? COVID-19 is, for many people, it's at least a different situation. I don't know a single person whose life hasn't been touched and impacted and isn't different now than it was 6 months ago when we first were learning about, on a global basis, the COVID pandemic and challenges and changes and impacts and things that we're going to have happen from that. So, excuse me, not COVID. I think it's so funny now. Whenever we sneeze, cough, blow our nose, or anything, the first thing that comes out of our mouth, it's not COVID. It's just a tickle in my throat. And I think it's weird, and it's interesting and weird that I'm watching how people are changing. And some are changing in really positive, good ways. Other people are going into themselves and being really more fearful. And I hate to see that happening with humans. We don't need to have that happen. Anyway, so handling difficult situations, topic for Set Up for Success, leading up to the 30-day October challenge. And like I said, I want to go back and I want to actually look at some of the stuff I've created to see what's missing and get the feedback and see, okay, well, this is good, but this is really, really bad. This is pathetic. You better come up with a better example or just stop talking about it, things like that. I want to be able to spend some time self-critiquing. And I need to figure out a way that I can listen to myself on double time, which will sound like chipmunk gibberish probably because I talk pretty fast in the first place. But I want people to know that I'm trying to continually improve every time I do something. I want to make sure that I'm working on it and getting better and better and better as well, and providing better and better value each and every time I do something. Otherwise, why bother doing it? It's kind of like tracking in corporate America. All the stuff we used to track and create reports for, and then no one ever looked at them, and nobody ever made decisions based on any of the information. Bad waste of time and energy. So, no spring chicken was the topic of Supersize Your Business today, and how can we tap into and use that no spring chicken philosophy to our benefit and to grow and to build and to supersize our businesses. Fun challenge today was about rearranging a room, which I like rearranging rooms. I don't do it very often, but it's fun. It gives you a whole fresh, different perspective just by changing a few things around in a room. So today we're going to, for the fun of it, I'm going to rearrange something. I don't know what room yet, but I'm going to rearrange something. I just did that this week. I rearranged the plants in the dining area. I'm like, okay, I'm going to move these, cover the window, I want more sun on them, blah, blah, blah. So we're always doing that. We're always continually improving and tweaking and changing things in our life. And that's what makes life fun. It's actually looking like a beautiful day, and I am running behind. I'm not running behind. I'm running behind my own personal schedule today. And that's okay, because I can. Right? We get to, at some point, control our own lives, our own thinking, our own schedules. We always get to. We always have had the ability to. For the most part, we let life tell us how we should think, what we should do, how we should be. And I don't know, some people never realize that they have the power and the personal power and control to do what they want, when they want, where they want, with whomever they want, wearing whatever they want. Some people never figure that out, and I kind of think that's sad. And I think back on, and I don't regret anything, but I think back on all of the years and all of the decades that I just ran through my life literally like a chicken with my head cut off, doing things that I thought I should do, had to do, must do, in order for other people to judge me in a certain way. And I'm like, wow, what a waste of time and energy that was, and how much happier I could have been had I just listened to myself and listened to and done what felt good for me and what was good for me and my family and those I love and care about. Lesson, huge lesson learned. So that's it. That's all I've got today. Go out, make it a fantastic day. If you need help with anything, change or challenge related, or small business, big business related, ask the question. I might not know the answer, but I guarantee I've got a resource or a connection that will be able to help you, no matter what your situation. Absolute positively, no matter what your situation. Sometimes we all just need somebody to ask. All right, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be sitting around with another update on what you up to now. What the heck am I doing? Why am I doing it? And why should you even care?